Hey guys, welcome to Double Duces. We got Bugo Bago here. Leo Bugo, Jason Bago. Two buddies. We play a little bit tennis. We watch a lot of tennis. We're going to talk a little bit about tennis. So, we have a new U.S. Open champion.
Yeah.
Teenager, 19 years old.
19
Carlos
years old.
Alcaraz.
Alcaraz. Yeah.
What'd you think? What did you think of the tournament? We just watched it together.
We just finished. It's Sunday.
4 sets.
4 sets. Casper Ruud. So new number 1 and new number 2. I thought it was awesome. I think Alcaraz is going to be a force to be reckoned with on the tour for sure. I mean, he got through, what is it, 3 5-set matches to get to this final. Is that right?
I mean, it's nice to be 19 and never get tired, but still, 5 sets is crazy. Yeah, he's really explosive and he's fun. He's a shot maker. He comes to the net. He's got these sliding lobs that he hits on defense. At 19 years old, he's going to be a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah. Casper put a great fight. I mean, he had some great shots. I think it was it the 3rd set he lost? What was it? 6? I don't remember the score.
I think it was 6-3.
6 or 8. I thought if
6-4.
if Ruud didn't get the 3rd set, it was over.
Yeah.
Right. Like, I felt like either way, if Ruud got the 3rd set, he had a chance, and it might have gone to 5.
Yeah.
But with Alcaraz taking that 3rd set, I kind of felt like it was inevitable. Yeah.
So we had the tournament on for 2 weeks. I mean, we're both fans, but we both have lives. We work. You have a wife and a puppy to take care of. These night sessions, did you stay up and watch these, or did you watch it during the day? Did you have it on in the background while you're working, or what? How do you watch tennis?
So it's funny, like we were talking about this. You were texting about this like a few times, where you were like, "Oh my gosh, blah blah blah's on. It's amazing." I'm like, "Thanks for the reminder," because I'm heads down at work, where I should put it in the background. So yeah, so I would have it on in the background during the day. I wasn't watching it every night. Mostly I was picking up highlights, but I did watch all of last night's, or was it last night's semifinal? No, it was 2 days ago. TFO and Alcaraz.
Semifinal.
Yeah, semifinal. Yeah. That was really good. And I did partially watch the other semifinal with it was Kashanov and Ruud, and that was good, but I think we texted back and forth and said whoever wins the night match is the winner.
Yeah, it's exciting, these night matches. They make it a big event. They have 2 matches, but you never know how long these matches are going to go in tennis, and if the first one goes long, and people are at that in Queens, like at the stadium until 2 in the morning, like some of these matches end. So
that was like a thing, right? Like that I've seen articles like, should night matches, second night match shouldn't exist because it runs to like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, the whole point from their perspective is get as many fans watching this as possible for the advertising and the experience of being at the stadium that late. You can't get a subway or a train back. Like, you have to have a car or whatever, an Uber, to check it out. Yeah, it's a thing that I think they should have some kind of like time limit when they start the matches, but I guess it's just a scheduling thing. They got to get all these in within 2 weeks, and there's a lot of matches to be played.
I was thinking about that today, or maybe it was yesterday. Like like for instance Wimbledon, for instance, isn't there men's final in the morning, or is that just for us because of time difference? Man, when as I say that, I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah,
think that through, but.
Yeah. They played 4 p.m. 4 p.m. the semis and the finals here. Yeah. It's just the I guess it was the semifinals.
Yeah,
it was.
Scratch that, but I don't know. I mean, I could go both ways on that because. So if they end, what time was that second night match then? What time did it start?
The way that it works is it starts at 11 a.m. That's the first match.
Right.
And then obviously they have a certain amount of matches scheduled on each court. I don't know what it is, 3 or 4. And then the night matches are in the stadiums. It's in Arthur Ashe Stadium and Louis Armstrong Stadium. So they'll have 2 matches on, but they don't start those until 7 p.m. And then they have like the intros and everything. They got to warm up. So they're really not like starting until like 7:15, 7:30. So that goes, you know, a 3-hour match or something like that. You're starting the next one at 10:30 or 11.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I remember, I mean, this is no comparison, but, you know, I used to play some tournaments up in Michigan, and there was one that I remember vividly. They were running late in all their matches. It was indoor, and I didn't go out until 10:30.
This is you playing.
This is just me playing some freaking like local tournament, and then they're like, "Oh yeah, stick around. We're supposed to go in like 8," and then it kept getting delayed, and they're like, "Yeah, yeah, you're up at 10:30." I'm like, "Freaking 10:30?
Yeah,
I'm no good. I'm no good now."
These guys are ending the match at like 1:32. They have this routine they have to do with the icing and the cool down. Then they got to do interviews. By the time they get home, go to sleep.
You're
4 or
toast
5 in the morning.
You're toast, and then you have to play again the next day. I mean,
I don't know. They got to
imagine.
change that around or something. I guess they're trying to, you know, give people their money's worth with the tickets. So yeah, on the women's side, do you like women's tennis? I know some guys are like, "Oh, I don't like the women's tennis." I think it's more relatable. I enjoy watching it. I think it's pretty exciting. I'm a Serena fan, so the hype was crazy this year as she is
she overshadowed.
What is she evolving? She's not retiring.
She overshadowed who beat her in the, was it third round?
Yeah.
I feel like. I mean,
Tomjanovic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even when who's the Japanese American that beat her a few years back?
Oh,
I know, right?
great. This is great audio here, great radio here. Naomi Osaka.
Osaka. I feel like that's another one where Osaka played great, but like overshadowed by being Serena a little bit, right?
Yeah, I think it's interesting. I think that the ladies' game now has more depth, so there's just more players that are good.
Yeah.
And now, they had Ash Barty as number 1, and she was really clutch and had an amazing serve, and she was like, "I'm done." 25.
Yeah, she just like.
I guess it's just so much of a time commitment and stress. She's like, "All right, I've had it." So now we got Iga Świątek from Poland, number 1. She's pretty dominant.
She's awesome.
She hits those slide shots for winners, which I think separates her, and she seems to be a little bit mentally stronger. But I think it's going to be wide open in the women's. Whoever gets hot, and Ons Jabeur is a nice player, but she didn't really have any answers for Iga.
I haven't really looked at a lot of women's tennis players.
Yeah.
Obviously Iga's great. She's number 1. She won another Grand Slam.
She's won 2 French Opens and now a U.S. Open.
And
she's only like 22 or something.
I know she won the Miami Open earlier this year, right? I want to say that
she was on a winning streak. She had like 52 wins or something, something. It was close to more, not close, but like it was a big winning streak.
Yeah. So other than that, I haven't really. I mean, for Americans, I like Danielle Collins, but she didn't get very far.
Yeah, she played well. She's local here at St. Pete.
Yeah.
Yeah. So as a fan perspective, I went to the U.S. Open. I'm from New Jersey, so I go to the tournament every year. I can stay with my sister, and my niece has come with me the last couple of years. So I went the second day of the tournament. And as far as tips for like going to see these tournaments, I always recommend going like maybe the first couple days because you get a lot of tennis in. There's usually less people. I think this year because of Serena, and I don't know if it's like different with the travel. Last year, maybe the international people couldn't come, but I could be wrong with that. They were breaking attendance records, and I thought I was all slick and frugal to go and buy the tickets at the facility because you're not paying these fees.
Oh, okay. Like to get them early and stuff, right?
So now they're on to I guess on-demand pricing where they know, I guess, how in demand the tickets are, so they raise the prices.
I was like
as
Uber,
I'm at the booth,
like Uber Surge prices.
Exactly, like Uber Surge. So usually I just buy a grounds pass, which means you can go to all the courts and the grandstand. You just can't go into the stadium. And as I approached to buy it, first of all, it was a lot more money than I paid last year. And then he was like, "Oh, I have a stadium ticket that's cheaper." So,
okay.
I guess that's my theory that they're doing that on-demand type of pricing.
So the stadium.
So I got a stadium ticket for $81, and then just the grounds pass with $99. It's pretty
That's
hefty.
not bad.
I don't know. I think it was 60 something.
Wait, you were there? You were there all day, or?
Yeah, we're there for 8 hours, so it's a lot of tennis.
Okay.
So I guess.
Huh. So you got free reign with the stadium. Is that kind of like, okay? So I've only been to like Miami Open, a few times,
right.
and I've gotten like the stadium pass.
Right.
Is that kind of
same
the same
concept?
Same
So
concept?
Miami, they play where the Miami Dolphins play now, and they have the top seeds in the early rounds. They play in the stadium. I think they have night tennis in Miami also too. I think they do night sessions also.
Yeah,
and the outside grounds
but it's not
are
like,
separate.
It's not like U.S. Open. It's like a men and a women's. It's 2 matches, but I don't feel like it's that late like a U.S. Open.
Yeah, I think I think I don't know if they go as late.
Maybe 6 and it's not 5 sets, so that's different, right?
Yeah,
so you have a time box of a couple hours
max. Yeah, so. Yeah, that's it. From the fans' perspective, we're just going to talk a little bit about, watching it on TV and attending these events. We're also club players. That's how we met. So maybe we'll talk a little bit about the club life and these leagues that we're involved in, and the type of players that maybe you'll come across as far as the different styles, and I don't know, maybe some reviews on some gear and stuff.
Yeah, we can look at that. And there's all different types of events other than just like the Grand Slams, US Open, the French and Australian and Wimbledon. There's these like I said, Miami Open, which are they're still 2 weeks, but they're ATP 1000 events. And then smaller ones like Del Rey, which are
unfortunately the season's over for all of these events. They've happened earlier in the year.
Yeah,
after the U.S. Open, we just have the ATP final, right? That's the big one.
That's the big one for the top 8.
That's top 8, and it's like a round robin, right? And they play that in London, I think.
Yeah, normally.
That's in November, right?
Yeah, towards the end of the year.
I think the season ends in November.
Your other opportunities is Laver Cup, wherever that's playing this year. I don't know where that is. That in Europe?
I think it's in Chicago, actually.
Is
I think
it
it's
Chicago
in the United States. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought I saw something
Chicago or
with
Boston.
Pippen and Kyrgios. Like Kyrgios was promoting it, and Pippen was like there. I think Pippen kind of likes tennis.
Did you hear about this All-American Cup thing that the Bryan brothers are doing?
No, what is it?
I
like those guys.
It's a Laver Cup, competitor. They've got All-American players playing the same deal, 2 teams, and it's like November in like Houston or something like that. Yeah. Interesting concept.
I think they should do a concept with the the Davis Cup, and I think they call the women's one like now it's named after Billie Jean King. It's like Billie Jean King Cup or whatever. I don't know what that was.
Yeah.
Fed Cup it used to be called.
Yeah, it used to be Fed Cup.
I think they should do mix like countries, the men and the women.
There is a mixed one.
I don't think so.
No, I've seen it. It's like with the pros. I've seen unless it was an exhibition. Maybe I missed it.
Maybe.
But I've seen one.
I think that would be a little bit more interesting because no one really cares. Does anyone? I guess people sort of care about it. You don't even know when it's on Davis Cup. It's always qualifying on.
Yeah. Yeah, but Davis Cup. I mean, I'd love to go see it. It'd be fun to go to.
Yeah,
but I mean, it's not like America has some of the a lot of the best players up there to compete.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You don't get that team format a lot. You get it, in golf. They have what they call the Ryder Cup, USA versus Europe, and then we also have USA versus the world. I guess that's kind of what, Fed is trying to do with the Fed Cup, and then...
then the beginning of the year now, in front of the Australian Open, they do that weird... What is that?
I don't know.
What do they call it? they've got a team.
Oh
thing,
yeah, they
like,
did
right,
have that. It was country-wise, right?
Yeah,
right?
it's literally country-wise.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And I don't remember what it's called.
Yeah.
If anyone remembers, I don't remember, but I want to call it ATP Cup, but that doesn't sound right.
Yeah.
But that's another team. I'm like, what? There's so many different, and I guess, like thinking about it, yeah, it's tough that the season is kind of over. But unlike other sports, our season runs like almost all year.
Yeah, it's
right?
all year, and then these guys, it's a nice payday for these guys. Like they get appearance fees to just show up for these things.
Yeah.
I think that Labor Cup, that's part of the deal. Like those guys are all guaranteed certain amount of cash just for
being there.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Once you're good at golf and tennis, they'll pay you just to play, show up at the tournaments. What about club tennis? Are we playing doubles this fall, or what do you got going on? You and I play usually once a week, which is with some buddies.
Yeah, so a buddy of mine, Ryan, we're gonna give it another go for that doubles league.
And what level you guys at?
Well, I don't know, 4 or 5, 4.
Okay.
I don't know. It depends where they put us.
Yeah,
we've been city finalists like 4 times in a row.
Okay.
Which is annoying as crap.
Yeah.
And then I won it with someone else when Ryan was out with an illness.
Yeah, so just so you know, if you're interested in playing these type of leagues, what's involved is it's called a flex league. So that means they're flexible with, I guess, when you schedule it. They give you
pretty much
5 to 8 matches.
Yeah.
And there's a home and away, and depending on where you live, and you coordinate and you play these matches, and then their scores are online, and then there's like a playoff system. But yeah, it's been a fun thing to be competitive in, and meet some people.
We've got quite a few competing ones here. I mean, we got Griffin here in Sarasota. We have Ultimate. I don't think USTA is a different deal. That's not really like a flex league.
Yeah.
But
yeah, if you want to start competing against people, I would suggest joining one of these leagues. I mean, it's still competitive, but the USTA is a little bit more formal, and you have to be on a team and everything like that. So I would just do a search where you guys live, and look for a tennis league. That's what I did. That's how I got into tennis, and I'm happy that I did it. I met a lot of cool people that way, and it's a way to be competitive.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun to meet people. I mean, we met through one of those. So yeah, for sure, it's fun. And if you just hit against the wall and the same few people, you don't always get any better. Sometimes.
The thing with tennis, you wanna either play someone that's better than you, like to try to improve, and then you want to play someone that's kind of even sometimes. And then sometimes you want to play people where you're a little bit better, and because you get that confidence of at least winning a match. You play everyone that's better than you, you're constantly losing.
It hurts the ego a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's all perspective, right?
Yeah.
It's all perspective on how you look at the game, and there's a lot of people get really hot-headed and take it way serious.
You make your own call, so meaning you call it if it's in or out. I mean, I don't know if you're watching this, you have any clue, or there's 5 people watching this, like my girlfriend and my sister, my parents. But tell us what you guys are interested in. So we're thinking like club player perspective as a fan watching pro tennis. That we're not journalists, we're not constantly watching every match, but I watch a lot. I know what's going on, but the season is kind of ending, and then maybe we can do some reviews and talk about the club life a little bit, about maybe trying to improve as a player, or do's and don'ts for being in these leagues, and tennis etiquette and that aspect. But yeah, let us know what you guys are interested in, and hopefully we can do this again.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks everyone for watching.